pace. The word pace is used when describing speed and movement. The boat is moving at a very quick pace. This line is moving at a slow pace. The pace of the runners on the track helped the first place finisher break a world record. The company is producing products at a furious pace. In the next set of sentences, pace is a verb that means to observe or monitor one's speed. Notice that a reflexive pronoun is often used in this instance. I'm trying to pace myself. Don't run too fast. Try to pace yourself. He's pacing himself. If we walk too fast, we'll get tired. Let's pace ourselves. They don't want to spend all of their money on the first few days of their vacation. They're pacing themselves. When used as a verb, pace also means to walk back and forth. Pacing may indicate that a person is nervous or worried about something. The man paced up and down the hallway as he waited for an update from the doctor on his wife's condition. Someone is pacing in front of the building. The dog is pacing in front of the fence. Why are you pacing? Are you nervous? When something or someone moves slowly, we say that it moves at a snail's pace. In other words, it moves very slowly. Pack. When the word pack is used as a verb, it means to put things together or to put something inside a container. Jennifer packs a lunch before going to school. Bill packed his suitcase before leaving for Florida. Let's pack up and leave. The stadium is packed with soccer fans. Fishermen pack the fish they catch with ice to keep them fresh. When shipping breakable items, you have to pack them with styrofoam to prevent them from breaking. The word packed is an adjective. The president made a speech before a packed auditorium. Stores are usually packed right before Christmas. The theater is packed. There aren't any seats available. Are you all packed and ready to go? When the word pack is used as a noun, it refers to a group of things or people. Jane bought a pack of gum at the drugstore. These items come 6 to a pack. We need a new pack of cards. The children behaved like a pack of wild animals at the birthday party. A pack of wolves surrounded and killed the calf. Recently, the word packing has been used when a person has a gun. Is he packing? He's packing heat. The police thought the suspect was packing, so when he reached for something, they shot him. Package. A package can be a box, a gift, or a large envelope. I have to mail a package. We received a package in the mail yesterday. It costs more to mail packages than letters because packages are heavier. A package can also be something that has a monetary value that comes in the form of an experience or as benefits. Roy received a severance package when he left the company. A flight, a rental car, and hotel accommodations were all part of a travel package that Jill purchased online. This word can also be used as a verb. The clothing was packaged and mailed yesterday. The workers packaged the equipment carefully to prevent damage during delivery. The words packaged, packaging, and package serve as adjectives. Laura works at a packaging plant where meat is processed and sent to stores. You can buy packaged food at a grocery store. We got all of this stuff as part of a package deal. He works as a package handler. As more people purchase things online, package deliveries continue to increase every year. Pad. A pad is generally a surface, but there are many different kinds of pads. You can take notes on a notepad or on a pad of paper. Many people use a mouse pad under a mouse. A frog rests on a lily pad. A mattress pad provides additional comfort to a mattress. Anything that is padded is usually more comfortable. She's wearing knee and elbow pads for protection. He's moving into his new pad. You can also use the word pad as a verb. In this case, it means to add more. She's padding her salary by doing extra work around the office and collecting overtime. They're going to pad their chairs with new cushions. The bird padded her nest with dry grass. The word padded is an adjective. A padded chair is more comfortable than one that is unpadded. Pain. The word pain is similar to the word hurt, but pain is usually a noun, while hurt is a verb. Compare these sentences. My leg hurts. I have a pain in my leg. Her stomach hurts. She has a pain in her stomach. She has stomach pain. His back hurts. He has a pain in his lower back. He has back pain. The shot from the nurse hurt. The shot was very painful. This word is used for more than just physical pain. You can also use it when describing emotional or mental pain. Isabella is in a lot of pain over the death of her father. The family's pain and suffering following the loss of the baby was almost too much to bear. A divorce can be a painful experience. It pains me to say this, but I'm ending our relationship. There are also a few expressions that include the word pain. Mustafa says his boss is a pain in the neck. This computer is nothing but a pain. I feel your pain. No pain, no gain. Pair. Use the word pair for two things that match or are part of a set, especially clothing. I need a pair of socks to wear. Bob bought a pair of pants. Sheila needs to get a new pair of glasses. Get yourself a good pair of hiking boots if you walk long distances outdoors. The word pair is also used for people, animals, and things that go well together. Teresa and Ned make a nice pair. A pair of cardinals are making a nest just outside of our window. The teenagers at the dance paired off as the evening wore on. Do you know how to pair wine with food? The word pair is technically a singular count noun. However, many speakers of English regard it as plural. I think it depends on where the word appears in the sentence. There's a pair of skates in the box. There are several pairs of skates in the box. A pair of sunglasses at that store sells for over $100. A pair of sunglasses sell for over $100. Pale. If a person's skin looks much lighter or whiter than is normal, you can say that person looks pale. The word pale is also used when a color is lightened. That house is painted a pale yellow. Vanessa has beautiful pale blue eyes. You look pale. Are you sick? People suntan because they don't want their skin to look pale. Molly's pale skin burns easily if she spends too much time in the sun. Sidney turned pale when he found out he lost thousands of dollars. Bob prefers pale ale to regular beer. The word pale is also heard used as a verb within a very specific expression. Pale in comparison. If something pales in comparison, it seems to be less or not as valuable as another thing. The money that Henry is making now pales in comparison to his previous job. A Honda Accord is a nice car, but it pales in comparison to a Mercedes. The team's performance on the field this season pales in comparison to last year's championship season. Pan. A pan is used for cooking. This is a pan. You can use a frying pan for making many things such as eggs, bacon, fish, or grilled cheese sandwiches. I used a pan last night to make some fried rice. Many people like to use nonstick pans because they're easy to clean. It's good to have an assortment of pots and pans in your kitchen if you like to cook. But there are other types of pans. If you change the oil in your car, you need an oil pan. When you clean your house and use a broom to sweep up dirt, you need a dustpan. A person who is sick in bed and can't get up to go to the bathroom needs a bedpan. It's possible to use the word pan as a verb. When moving a video camera from left to right, you pan right. If you move the camera from right to left, you pan left. A person who looks for gold in a riverbed uses a pan. He's panning for gold. To pan something is to criticize it and say it isn't very good. The critics panned the most recent movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you open a restaurant that gets panned by the general public, you could go out of business. Panic. When a person feels very afraid of something, he or she might panic. It's not good to panic because extreme fear can cause a person to lose the ability to think clearly, resulting in poor decision making. When a large group of people panic all at once, it can create a dangerous situation. Everyone panicked when they heard the alarm go off. A fire in the auditorium caused the audience to panic. As a result, several people were trampled. Please don't panic. We'll figure a way out of this. If you panic, you'll just make the situation worse. Students panicked when they learned there was an active shooter inside the school building. As a noun, the word panic looks like this. When water seeped into the boat, it created a feeling of panic among the passengers. There was widespread panic after the people learned that their country had been invaded. You can use the word panicky as an adjective. Sheila feels a little panicky when she's in a room with too many people. She has claustrophobia. The children got a little panicky before the tornado struck. Try not to get panicky. The police will be here soon. Pant. To pant is to breathe heavily after exercising or moving the body. Panting may also be caused by a medical problem. Tony is panting because he just walked up 5 flights of stairs. Diane pants whenever she goes for a run. The dog is panting because he's hot. A man came into the hospital sweating and panting. He didn't know what the problem was. Why are you panting? The word pant is also used as the singular form for the word pants, the clothing that a person wears on his or her legs. Pant is also used as an adjective for the word pants. The left pant has a hole in it. There's a problem with these pants. One pant leg is longer than the other. What's your pant size? Many businesswomen prefer a pantsuit over a dress when they are at work. Hillary Clinton is often seen wearing a pantsuit. Paper. Paper comes from the wood of trees. After a tree is cut down, it's sent to a mill where the wood becomes paper. In these sentences, paper is a noun. Have you read the paper yet today? We're out of paper. We need to get more paper for our printer. Most books are made of paper. It's easy to recycle paper. A contract is an important piece of paper. You can do many different things with paper. We use wax paper for cooking and food preparation. Toilet paper is used in the bathroom. Wallpaper is used to decorate homes. Tissue paper is used by children in creating school projects. Wrapping paper is used for covering gifts. It's also common to hear the word paper when describing important documents and work for business, government, and school. All of their profits are on paper. Mary signed some papers that finalized her divorce. Sumitra has a paper due tomorrow for a class. Our teacher assigned a 10-page research paper. Several papers have been published documenting the decline of animal species around the world. In these sentences, paper is an adjective or part of a compound noun. Julio has a lot of paperwork to finish at his job. Children like to work with paper mache in creating projects. They also like to make paper airplanes. The paper boy delivers newspapers on his bike. I have a paper shredder in my office. Park. A park is a place where nature is preserved, or it's a place for recreation and fun. We went to the park and had a picnic. The state parks in Wisconsin are a great place to camp. National parks in the United States are among the country's greatest assets. A game park is a place where hunters can hunt and kill animals. Children love the park in our neighborhood because it has new playground equipment. It's fun to go to a ballpark to watch a baseball game. When used as a verb, the word park means to put a car or other vehicle in a place for storage or future use. The simple form of this verb is park. The past tense is parked, and the past participle is parked. Park the car in the garage. We parked our car on the street at a parking meter. The city doesn't allow parking on this side of the street. Several cars were parked in no parking zones and were towed away. There are a few other ways to use the word park. John decided to park his cash in a bank account. Be sure to put the gear shift into park before you shut off the car. Oscar and Louise parked themselves at a table by the buffet and stayed there for hours. Roger hit the ball out of the park with his presentation. Part. A part is an area or a section. Which part of the movie did you like? The first part or the last part? In which part of the country do you live? Do you live in the southern part or the northern part? A big part of the test focuses on English. This is the easy part. The last part is difficult. One part of our state will get a lot of snow today, while the other part will remain dry. At our meeting, we spent part of the time talking about expanding our business. Jonah has worked in many different parts of the company. When my friend Sheila won the lottery, she donated part of the money to charity. When people receive a paycheck, part of the money they earn goes to pay taxes. One part of our RV converts to a sleeping area. The word part is also used for a person's role, participation, or responsibility. You have an important part to play in a young person's life. What part did Edgar play in getting the job done? Sandra refuses to do her part in cleaning up the apartment. She really has to do her part. Tony does not want to take part in any form of violence. Kevin got a part in a play. He has to rehearse his part and commit it to memory. When the word part is used as a verb, it means to separate or leave. Joseph and Maria parted ways once they realized they really didn't have much in common. It's hard to part with things that remind you of your childhood. Jerry parts his hair with a comb. Moses parted the Red Sea. The word partly is an adverb. Today it's partly cloudy. Tomorrow will be partly sunny. Marie is partly unhappy with her husband for not doing what he said he would do for her. All of this mess is partly my fault. Other people are partly to blame. Pass. Sometimes the word pass is used when one person gives something to another person. Jorge passed the ball to his teammate. The family passed food around the table as they ate dinner. The government passed on some very important information to our company. In the simple form, the word is pass. The past tense form of this verb is passed, and the past participle is also pronounced passed. You can also use pass when going past another person or thing. A car passed us on the highway. It was going over 85 miles per hour. If you happen to pass by the supermarket, please pick up some milk. An eagle just passed over our heads. When a student achieves the minimum requirements of a school, he or she passes. However, passing a class does not always indicate that a person is a successful student. Henry barely passed all of his classes this year. Natalie didn't pass her math class. She has to take it again next year. People who pass the bar exam can become lawyers. The word pass is often used when a person dies. Elizabeth Taylor passed away a few years ago. Do you have a will that explains where all of your possessions go when you pass away? After I pass away, this website will be my legacy. When objects or ideas go from one generation to the next, we can use this word. We have some recipes in our family that have been passed down through several generations. Angela passed some valuable gold necklaces on to her granddaughter. Finally, when someone is attracted to another person, a pass might be made. In this case, the word becomes a noun. He made a pass at the woman, and she rejected it. A girl made a pass at Bob, but he didn't realize it. If a supervisor makes a pass at an employee, that can result in some legal problems. Passage. The word passage is used when traveling or entering through an area. Passage into certain parts of Afghanistan can be very dangerous. Workers built a covered passage through the 2 buildings under construction. Gilda was told to avoid the narrow passageways when she traveled to Cairo. The Panama Canal was built to provide an easy passage through Central America. Chancellor Merkel's passage over Iran was delayed. Passage to India is a famous novel written by E.M. Forster. The word passage can also mean a section of writing from a novel, an essay, or a religious text. The teacher read a passage from the novel out loud in class. Students were told to discuss the passage within their study groups. Ahmed and Samuel discussed a passage from the Quran while having lunch. I found an interesting passage in the Bible the other day about friendship. Paste. A paste is a combination of a solid and a liquid. Pastes are found in health products, construction materials, and art supplies. Paste is commonly used in elementary schools. Children use paste for gluing things together. Paste becomes hard when it dries. Bondo is a type of paste that's used as a filler on cars that are dented. When it dries, it becomes rock hard. Spackling is also a type of paste. It's used for filling in holes in walls. When you add water to flour and mix them together, it forms a paste. You brush your teeth with toothpaste. The word paste can also be used as a verb. The children pasted the pieces of construction paper together. Signs pasted onto walls and buildings around the city provided residents with information about an upcoming election. The word pasty is an adjective. Hummus is a pasty mixture of garbanzo beans and olive oil. Patch. A patch is a small area or a covering. Strawberries are grown in a patch. These strawberries are in a strawberry patch. These pumpkins are in a pumpkin patch. Cabbages grow in a cabbage patch. Cabbage Patch dolls were popular in the 1980s. A shoulder patch is worn on a uniform to signify membership in an organization. Blue jeans might have patches for the purpose of decoration or repair. An eye patch covers a damaged eye or an eye that needs protection. A dog or a cat with a dark area over one eye is said to have a patch. She has a black patch over one eye. When a section of a road needs a repair, it's patched. This is a concrete patch. The word patch can be used as a verb. The simple form is patch. The past tense is patched. The past participle is patched. They patched the road. The road was patched with concrete. She patched the knees in her pants. I patched the holes on the siding of my house where birds were pecking at it. Edgar and Rhonda had a hard time getting along with each other, but then they patched things up, and now everything is fine. They patched up their differences. Path. A path is something that people make with their feet by walking or running over the same ground every day. Paths are found outside in forests and fields. The word trail is similar to path. Every day, Wanda and Bandar walk on the path that leads to their school. This path will take you to where you need to go. If you get off of the path, you might get lost. Stay on the path. There's a bicycle path that goes around the lake. This path will take you through the woods. This trail will take you through the woods. You will often hear the word path used as a metaphor for one's life. Good grades in high school are a path towards college. Studying chemistry will take you on a path to a good career. Stay on the right path and you will be successful. He got off on the wrong path and wound up in prison. Maria stayed on a career path for so long she forgot about starting a family until it was too late. Patient. A person who is patient has the ability to wait for something to happen or tolerate difficulty. You'll have to be patient and wait until it's your turn. The kids aren't being very patient. They want the cake now. A patient dog waited for her family to return home. Our teacher is very patient. She puts up with a lot of difficult students. Henry has to learn to be patient. He's very impatient. The word patiently is an adverb. People waited patiently until their names were called. Denise works patiently with the children. The audience sat in the theater patiently until the performance began. The word patience is a noun. They have no patience. They can't wait. Our teacher has little patience when it comes to misbehavior in the classroom. This situation is testing my patience. Sometimes the word patient is used to describe a person who receives medical care. The doctor is examining the patient. He has a lot of patients waiting to see him. Pattern. A pattern is an image that is repeated. A checkerboard pattern is popular for tablecloths and clothing. Patterns are often found in rugs and tapestries. The pattern above is made up of circles. Stripes are popular patterns. They can go in a horizontal, vertical, or diagonal direction. The pattern above has diagonal stripes. Patterns also show up in nature. The ferns in this picture form a pattern that is vertical and symmetrical. The word pattern is also used for behavior. The police were able to capture the criminal by examining his pattern of behavior. Stores know when they are going to be busy because customer shopping follows a certain pattern. Sentence patterns in English are studied in order to improve writing skills. Your friends all say it's fine, but